I hope we can go all the way. 5 games like last time.
That would be great. If this could stretch out a little bit so that I could savor it, that'd be amazing.
First pick is going to go to TrueWhale. We might see the Hathor, or we might see the pre-ban on it. He might choose the Gianna too. So let's see how he decides to play this first match since he has the first pick, and maybe bring in on one of the Dragon Knights. Amazing pre-bans on both sides.
Lots of respect for Jaeger today. We've seen him perform, so people just want to lock out that damage because that's what's really going to end your game fast.
I'm expecting a Hathor. I'm expecting a Hathor here. Let's see what he brings.
Hathor. It's Hathor. Nice
Boom.
call.
Is he going to split it with a Ganny, or is he going to let him play it and bring extremely high immunity and bruiser comp?
He could go on the defensive here and do exactly that. Pulling out 2 immunities might be the thing. I know that Howtoplay also has an Acroma somewhere in there.
Yeah, I think the Ganny's coming out for sure because he loves it. Pater, immunity, and Ganny.
Well,
we called it.
There it is, breaking up the combo, getting some immunity up in there. And like I said, Howtoplay has some creative forms of immunity too. Acroma, not a super common way to resist something.
Yeah. And now the Tyrannus coming in from TrueWhale. Remember, Tyrannus without any immunity against a Ganny is extremely dangerous. So he might be thinking, I'm going to ban that Ganny. That's not going to go through, or bring an immunity. And that's what it is.
Isn't it so funny how Ganny is such a great pairing for Tyrannus, but he's also his worst enemy when he's on the other side. Artemiel coming out for Howtoplay.
He steals their Artemiel from TrueWhale. He knows is one of the most important monsters he has in his box. And now he might decide to bring in a little bit of sustain, remembering, even though Pater has immunity and the Archangel brings in some heals, let's see what he picks. The Ragdoll is not on the table yet.
Ragdoll's not there. We talk about how Artemiel is 4-in-1. He's bruised, he's stripped, he's stunned, and healed. He's a full package.
Very aggressive picks right now because he can bring even that Josephine last pick. The combo so well with a Heart Magician and counters the Hathor.
Was the Vivichel was planned? That wasn't a timeout because that's a great pick regardless.
Yeah.
Even if that was locked in because of a timeout.
He gets one of the counters to Tyrannus, does not want to get reset. He can reset either the Vivichel or the immunity and Ragdoll finally. I was afraid that he was going to let the Ragdoll to TrueWhale, would like it to pick it, but now we might see that Josephine last and maybe a Ben. Oh!
Leona!
Better.
Whoa, Howtoplay with the clutch Leona at the end. There's only one source of defense break on TrueWhale's team, so that actually might have just forced the ban on Leona.
He might either try to do it as banning that death break, or it might be a trick, Evan. He might be telling him, oh, I'm going to ban your death break, but he's not. Oh, but he is.
Wow.
I think this came out better to TrueWhale.
That was honest. Yes, yeah. That was a really
That was an honest pick.
Good trade-off. Yeah, very honest. Howtoplay fully intended to ban the defense break. Seemed like they believed in that Leona just as much as TrueWhale did.
And the thing is, I don't know. He forced him to ban that monster, and now the Ganny might have an opening to reset Tyrannus.
I was most afraid of the Ganny on that team before the Leona pick. It was a great play by Howtoplay. That was the psychological warfare we see before the game. That was the first move. Whoever gets first, that was the first turn.
Yeah, and let's see who gets that, because we have 2 sources of immunity on Howtoplay side. First turn is from Hathor, very fast, even on Violet. Can she get the Ganny? Because I think he moves before the friend.
Oh, and the resist early on. One more turn. One more turn.
What?
Oh, that wasn't the second skill.
What? Oh, he saved it. He goes before, actually. He's not cut by the Ganny.
Whoa!
He's not cut by the Ganny. He's going to wait for the immunity.
That was a hard call.
From the bear.
That was a hard call.
I thought the friend had more attack.
I know. It looked really full. That was a difficult call to make from TrueWhale.
Maybe he knows they're 1 speed off.
That's what
so he knew it. The Dragon Knight goes for the big hit on the Ganny. He's at 50%, Evan.
That was fast. Ganymede, 50% in the grave already. Big hit from Ragdoll coming out and a stun from Artemiel.
Another proc. He might be at 12% right now. He better proc with that bear. Now he puts the immunity, protects his team.
Yep. Now nobody's going to be landing any debuffs on them. Vivichel could be swapping the Ragdoll right now. He can swap right and chooses not to.
He does not want to risk
it
because
dangerous.
Because if there's a lot of attack bar and the Ragdoll procs or the friend cleanses,
it brings it up to torrent range. It'd be dangerous to do it, is what I mean. But
Hathor procs again, Evan. She gets the sleep. She procs.
2 for 2.
She comes in. Yep.
2 for 2. She could lock down the Ganny if she wants to, but chooses just to get a little bit more damage in on a Pater.
He knows that there's a cleanse on the Vivichel still. Now he can get the cleanse on the Ragdoll, does it, and he has the buff. There's a strip from the Artemio, and we know that Artemios are extremely dangerous, so he might wait for someone to die to bring it back, or just put the defense buff right now.
TrueWhale looking quite handsome on that side. He's looking like the game just started. His whole team is full HP. He's got all of his skills ready. Like, this is a good state for TrueWhale to be in.
Boy, that's a tanky Pater. Reset on the bear. The opening was there, as we talked about. The Ganny really powerful against Tyrannus, and now he has to wait.
Just as much a foe as he can be a friend for Tyrannus. He's locked him down. Now Tyrannus has no options. Howtoplay can kill the Tyrannus right now. Force TrueWhale into a difficult position.
Tyrannus is his worst enemy. Genny's his worst enemy. Gets the stun on the monster that brings the immunity, goes for the hit!
Tyrannus almost dead. He could follow this up. I don't know if he necessarily has it in the tank right now to lock down the kill, but he's just going to add a little bit more damage. Notably, TrueWhale's source of healing is stunned right now. He'd need a proc to get anything done. Great proc from Tyrannus. He could maybe do a little wild blow action here just to get some damage on the table, but
I don't think it can change a lot because the Viva Chell has immunity right now and can play it safe and protect her team. That's what she does. That proc was not very good.
Nope, procced out of the immunity, and now Hathor can strip and sleep someone, maybe proc into a third skill, make her 3 for 3.
Goes for the Arda.
3 for 3, that's a proc from Hathor.
Yeah, she's tired of those counters. She can lock 2 down, goes for it, pulls attacks bars to the floor, resisted a little bit, but now there's an opening.
That's worth it.
Maybe he can make that Tyrannus survive, but the Ganny plays before. Does that Ganny have enough damage? Is this a tanky Ganny, or is this a crit damage Ganny? We're about to find out.
A crit damage Ganny would surprise me. A Ganny doing his best impression of a Daphnis would really surprise me right now. It's ventilating, getting a proc. He could just put glancing out, doing damage.
1 HP!
1.
He needs that. Oh, beautiful proc. He can heal right now, Evan. He goes for it. He gets a little bit of heal, but the Pater has the cleanse. The Hathor needs a proc right here. A proc for the sleep. She gets it!
4 for what?
This Hathor's insane.
The Hathor won't
She can
stop.
sleep the cleanser right now and take this home.
Is she going for it? Is that skill 2 or was that skill 1?
Wait,
Did he not do it?
nope.
That looked like skill, yeah.
He goes for it now. Immunity on everyone. He does not care. Provoke on 2. This Tyrannus is gonna die. Oh my god, it's gonna be really hard to come back in this 4v3. The Artemio is up.
Ragdoll with the torrent, trying to lock down the Pater. Not a lot, not enough to put him away. Hathor still having that second skill. The cleanse is already done. The damage is done.
She saved it for the Ganny because she didn't want the reset.
Nice.
Very patient play. The Tyrannus goes bye-bye, but he's banking everything on I kill the immunity from Pater, and my Hathor is going to start shining.
Ooh.
Doesn't get the kill.
That was so close. That was a tough call. He dedicated the first skill instead of using third. Now he's got to use a whole turn from Ragdoll, and he gets punished for it.
Yes. Stuns after stuns. The Ganny will have an opening probably, or no, the Fran has immunity.
Yeah,
actually.
the Fran
He can save it.
Didn't use
He
it.
can save the sleep. He can wait for it because the Fran has immunity.
Oh, unpleasant stun. But
Oh, that hit
Ooh.
so hard.
Fran-
It's a crit damage, Viva Shell. She needs a proc. No
No
proc
proc.
to cleanse the Hathor. This Hathor has procced 4 times.
Oh, 5 times! Hathor.
She's incredible. Goes for the sleep on the 2 monsters. The Artemio's the only one that's gonna stay.
Ooh,
No, this is it.
Misses it on Vivichel, and that was it's either here nor there. I mean, he didn't really need it on that one. Mostly Ganny was the one he was aiming for. But is this Hathor gonna proc again? This is TrueWhale must be flipping out right
She
now.
needs to go for the Viva Shell because she has the cleanse. And now the Rag versus Arda. Who's the best one? He needs to keep chipping at him. He's a defense-based monster. He's extremely tanky. He hits very hard late game. But this Ragdoll is tanky too.
And notably, no defense break. That's why it's taken so long to chip away at these monsters. Of course, we're just waiting for Vivichel to make the big play and reposition those HP and attack bars. That could set up a kill out of nowhere, like a defense break just couldn't.
Howtoplay targeting Fran as he should. It's the priority, the heal. But surprising thing, no ultis from Vivichel. No third skills.
Yeah, none.
She's like a Triana in this match.
That's basically what she's here for. The opportunity hasn't presented itself lately, but there were a couple times where we could have justified it. The only thing is that when you use it on Ragdoll and you put him into torrent range, doesn't feel that great.
Very patient. He hasn't had the opening. Maybe he's waiting for a Hathor snipe, but it hasn't happened. Maybe the monsters weren't speed tuned. That's a big hit.
Wow, that is a late game kind of hit coming out from Ragdoll right now. Just chipping away at Vivichel needs needs to get rid of that because that's the thing that's really going to upset your game plan late game.
That's why they're so powerful together, because the attack buff from Fran keeps making Ragdoll viable late game. He hits harder and harder.
Yeah, almost as if you don't need the defense break. And Vivichel's being forced to use that second skill because Hathor could have the opportunity to sweep the whole team.
Fran comes out of the immunity. That was a bad proc. The Ganny can reset her right now, Evan. This is the opening he was waiting for. No stuns coming in. He has to sleep this Ganny.
Can he do it?
Now.
Nice sleep. Had to do it. And a proc.
This
into a
Hathor
third
is mad.
This Hathor won't stop. She doesn't know how to. And now Fran's like, okay, glad I'm still here. better attack Vivichel some more.
This Hathor's not playing any games. She's carrying the game for TrueWhale. This is the 6th proc.
That is
She's
insane.
unstoppable. Goes for the Viva right now, and now he has the chance to finish it. Yes,
Oh,
and
and he
she's
kills
gone.
the Vivichel. That would have been a big upsetting unit late game. Just swapping the attack bar with the HP could have lined up a kill at any point. The opportunity just never presented itself.
The Hathor single-handedly carried this game. She kept controlling how to play, sleeping the Ganny, no resets for you, sir, and we see how important that first pick was, Evan.
TrueWhale with the first win in the finals. Just has to do that 2 more times if he wants to. I'd be picking that Hathor every time if I could. Vice versa, I'd be pre-banning it too.
And stealing it from how to play, he knows is a very important monster for him. So if you're at home right now, start farming DB10. That's where Vile Runes are, because you'll need them for
He
this.
found DB11. I don't know. that was some kind of violent runes on that Hathor, but that was great for him. She took 2 turns every turn. But I remember the pick ban phase in the beginning. That was an excellent bit of psychological warfare in the beginning. Leona, we could have seen a universe where Leona was in that game.
Very decisive. So if he knew that that she was getting banned, maybe he would have switched that ban to Hathor.
Yeah,
That's the thing. But that was mind games.
It was.
It was mind games.
But it was, like we said, it was honest. It was honest. He was going to ban the segment from the beginning and stuck to it even with the Leona. I think he could have stood the ban to Hathor. I mean, great. Hindsight is 20/20, right? We're going to have to see how they adjust in game 2. We're going to have to see if How to Play can pull it together for this one and come at TrueWhale with something else.
First pick is his now. TrueWhale might opt for the pre-ban on the Hathor, or will he come in and ban another LD? Does he let him have the Hathor or not? This is the moment.
I wouldn't let TrueWhale anywhere near
He
the
has
Hathor.
Gianna. He can first pick Ciara because he doesn't need to pick the Gianna because TrueWhale doesn't have
one.
So this is a very important moment in the match. The pre-ban is going to be huge. I'm expecting a Hathor, and there it is.
Oh, and TrueWhale. Yep, there we go. Pre-ban out on the Hathor. If I was one of these players, I would try to line up a fast game for this one. I would try to do some DPS, try to go the opposite, just to not let Hathor or some other CC option carry me into the mid game.
I'm hoping to see a Daphnis. To be completely honest,
Daphnis would be
I
very
haven't seen a
decisive.
Daphnis from the side of How to Play. Maybe we'll see another one of our beloved Fairy Kings, because Ganymede has been present today.
Yeah, he's been,
Every time.
Has he been Mr. 100%? Has he been in almost every?
Yes.
I think he's been in every game we've seen. Still to this day, amazing facilitator. He can make any combo work.
Yeah, I'm so glad he doesn't strip anymore.
Oh yeah, could you imagine? Oh man, glancing still hurts. I mean, especially with Diana's out there.
TrueWhale scales back to his full bruiser comp. No Hathor this time. He knows that Hathor fits any comp, and now we might see the Gianna Ciara coming in since he doesn't have the Hathor. If the Ciara is not picked, he can wait for it later on. Steals the Arda again. He doesn't want him to have his whole comp. I like that.
Yeah, that was probably a good steal. And this is looking to be an opportunity for How to Play to be a little bit more aggressive in these last 2 picks. TrueWhale, I love the Jaeger. I love the Jaeger and the Tyrannus pivot. It's very, very bruiser heavy. I like it.
Can we see Joseph in immunity coming out? Maybe the Fran is presented again. Yep.
There it is.
She's there, and the Rag. He does not change his strategy. This worked for him in the season. He keeps bringing it in. I'm surprised we haven't seen a Vanessa or a Triana yet from him, but maybe this is the game. And now last pick, will it be Ciara? Will it be another type of stripper? We haven't seen any of the Beast Riders. Against these comps, they're not as strong.
Yeah, we've only seen 1 Beast Rider today, I think. I think it got banned. We only saw one Savannah.
Oh, pre-ban. Savannah was
yeah, you're
pre-ban,
right. It was
not
pre-ban.
even picked.
It was early pre-ban.
The Panda.
Nice.
To cut that ragdoll.
Does TrueWhale want to bring something to protect against that Nefties? Could we possibly see like a Tetra coming out of
Juno or another source of immunity works too, because he only has 1 stripper. That kind of tells you the ban's going to be
Gianna. Yeah, he's going to be banning out the Gianna. You don't want to get stunned. No punishing for having that immunity.
Even though the Panda strips too, it's not as reliable. Right. So he's banking on that. He doesn't care that his, he told it. The ban is on the Amelia too because he wants to have an opening. If he can get that opening with Fran, with the Panda coming in the clutch, he can win. I think that the Panda is the key. Or maybe a lucky Artemiel strip.
Oh, a strip from Artemiel could set up for something from Nefties. But Nefties is going to make this a very difficult game for TrueWhale. He's not going to be able to use all those extra abilities from Tyrannus or even his Jaeger. The Justice was going to be locked down.
Who can get this first turn? Is it going to be the Fran or maybe the Panda is ultra fast and can try to control the other units?
That'd be a class. Here we go. Nefties coming up first, putting a silence on Jaeger to prevent the Justice. Fran putting up immunity and attack buff. Remember, TrueWhale doesn't have any defense break on his team, so he needs that attack buff.
Here comes the Panda. No, sir. This is very bad for him. No strips from Tianlang. Here it comes. It's all on the Artemiel. He needs to strip and control that Fran.
And by proxy, he needs TrueWhale to crit soon. Putting the Soul Protect on Fran, love it, because the game plan kind of revolves around the buffs that Fran gives.
She is the cleanser. She protects the team. Now that Jaeger is not going to deal as much damage, but the provoke on the Panda was huge because then there's no death break coming into that Jaeger, and he's the only monster without immunity, Evan.
Jaeger's going to be bringing all that damage. A defense break on Tyrannus. Now he's net 0 on the defense. Between the defense break and the buff, he is at net 0.
He has a cleanse. He can choose safe play for Tyrannus or risky. Nope, saves it. He does not care. He bangs on his monster. Here it comes. He has an opening. He saves it because Nefties hasn't played, and he'll probably, goes for it.
Two full units are now gone through Nefties. Artemiel getting some damage on Tyrannus. Tianlang.
I don't know if that was the right play. The Fran has the cleanse. He saved it on purpose.
Just having 2 monsters, and now Fran is just going to change that to 1. I mean, you negate a little bit of damage off the Jaeger in the short term, but long term doesn't help too much.
And the Jaeger only has a 1-turn death break. Now he'll probably go for the cleanse on the bear. Here it comes. Tyrannus is cleansed and protected. Now he doesn't have the AoE. This would be the opening for the Nefties, and apparently we have a pause in the game.
From an admin. There we go. Look at the position that Nefties is in right now. So
maybe there was an autoplay because, I don't know, that AoE. Once again, we have the Nefties. Now on the other side, everything so far is the same. He's going to put the immunity up.
This is it. This is the turning point. The chat has voiced their opinion. They think that Fran's going to win. This is the deciding moment. Tianlang, second chances. We believe in second chances.
Double stuns, controls the Fran. No attack bar for her, sir. And now even Tyrannus is stunned. Now the reset comes on the bear. Bad Ganny with the proc. There's going to be an opening for our beautiful Nefties to put death break on everyone.
This is a huge window, and I don't think Tyrannus is ever going to get to look Ganymede in the eyes again. I don't think I can look after that betrayal.
Even though that was a very risky play, because if Fran gets a proc here, she can get the cleanse. So there it is! It's like I saw it coming.
Yeah, clairvoyant Seppi over here. She's going to get the cleanse. So if she wanted to, she can do that right now.
Yeah. I think that he took the gamble. I would have liked the cleanse on a different monster.
Maybe, but you know, it is what it is. And also Nefties came right after, so there wasn't a whole lot to lose. Or to gain, I guess I should say.
Now we have a ventilate on the Nefties. One more proc from Ganny. He's out of his mind on this game.
This is Nefties 2 reloaded. Fully ready to unleash that second skill again.
Fran needs a proc again. No proc and a stun this time. The Tianlang showed why he's here. Another. Fran is little by little dying. So now his risk paid off, Evan. He has the second skill once again. He can put it on the ragdoll too. The Nefties control comes in. This is crazy how big this Panda Bear has been.
Even Jaeger has his damage hugely reduced because of that. And his options super limited. Everybody silenced on their turn. Amazing skill 2 from Nefties. Great setup. Tianlang really proven himself in this one.
For whoever's at home and thinks that glancing hit is not a great debuff,
it's a thing. It's a whole thing. It's going to shut down your damage. It's basically healing. Hot take. Hot take.
We're not going to get into that, Evan. We don't have time for that today. But once again, we have a little bit of a delay. I hope it's not a disconnection.
And there it is. The disconnection procced.
Wow.
Wow. Disconnect OP, nerf disconnect. That was great. Guys, Unfortunately, we're going to have to reevaluate to see what's going on there. We're going to get back to you guys hopefully soon. Maybe we might even be able to reconnect if it isn't fully stopped. Worst case, looks like there's a network problem right now. We just got notified. I'm having deja vu.
Again, apparently, but this time he was on top.
He was on top.
So it is probably his internet. Indeed,
I would reset my router. At this point, I'd reset my router or find an Ethernet adapter for a lightning cable.
Hopefully,
that's what I would do.
Hopefully.
That was a pretty commanding position for
You know what could have happened? Maybe he's outside. Maybe he's on his 4G. Some problem with the 4G. He's playing, something happens.
Like that happens.
It happens to all of us. It happens to all of us.
All right, guys.
Oh,
doesn't look like it's going to be that big of a disconnect this time. Looks like we're already on standby to return into that game right now, so stick with us. I don't think we're going to be waiting quite as long as before. Because that was definitely a situation where Howtoplay stood to kind of take the lead there. He was pretty far. He was pretty deep.
With the Tyrannus reset, he's coming in.
Right back where we left off.
Okay, coming back in. He has the chance to finish off that Fran, Evan, and the Ganny has been proccing 2 turns in a row. So he'll have his skills soon enough to control once again, and it's going to be Dragon Knights against the world. They need procs. No procs. Can they proc enough to kill this Nephthys?
Great stun. Look at that. TrueWhale has locked on. He's tunneling down that Nephthys, and great idea, too, because she is the problem.
He went again for the Tyrannus. He was already reset. I don't really understand that choice, but it's probably Auto.
That's probably what it was.
Because he should have reset the Fran instead of the Tyrannus. The Tyrannus was already reset.
Yeah, tons of turns.
We see the attack bar, the turn bar, has gone down, and the Nephthys, for Nephthys to die right here, both Dragon Knights needs to proc.
Right.
He needs procs, killing this Nephthys, and then going on into the Ganny and the Panda.
There's a lot of turns in between that, though. Look at the attack bars. We got Tion Lang going up next. Artemiel soon to follow. Then finally, Jaeger might get a turn. I think Ganny's slightly higher. I think Ganny's attack bar is higher.
Ganny's definitely getting a turn before.
There we go.
They're back. Here comes the Nephthys.
Nephthys could confirm or
he plays it safe.
Waiting. Yep.
Plays it safe. The Archangel heals even. Wow. He does not want to risk anything. Good proc. He needs a big stun on the Nephthys right now. Does not get it, and the counter kills him.
Oh, that was
now
rough.
the Tion Lang. Everyone has Death Break. He's gonna little by little kill them, and the Nephthys will get a turn to put silence on that friend that had a sliver of attack.
If the Nephthys could have just been taken care of, TrueWhale probably could have had a chance at coming back just with the Jaeger alone, but this is a lot of debuffs to overcome. This is a high mountain to climb.
As we said it, if the Panda acted like the stripper you wanted to be, he would decide the match.
Completely changed the game. The chat voted. They thought Fran was going to win. We thought Fran was going to win. Tion Lang came out on top there. We entered into a different timeline. Tion Lang just pulled through.
This is like back to the past.
1-1. 1 for TrueWhale, 1 for Howtoplay. Nobody's at match point yet. There's a best of 5. They need to get 3 wins in order to be confirmed the legend of RTA Season 13. So what more is there to say about that game? Tion Lang decided that he likes his second chance at life, and he stripped and stunned like a champ.
Yeah. I think this game's done, and now TrueWhale needs to think of what he's going to do, because if I'm Howtoplay, I'm not letting him have Hathor this time, so I'm pre-banning that.
Yeah.
If he's not letting me have Hathor, I'm not letting him.
I think Hathor was pre-banned last time.
Yeah, so, but
on
the
the
opposite
other
side.
You're
so
right,
that's what I'm
TrueWhale
telling you.
pre-banned it. So
he
yes,
can switch.
He can switch it. You're right. I remember seeing the icon, but I forgot which side shows it.
He can switch around. So the question is, if you're in chat, would you choose to ban that Hathor, or would you change it? Would you keep the ban on the Jaeger, the Ragdoll? Are you more afraid of that? I'm extremely afraid of that.
I think the Hathor.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of the Hathor.
And we know that Howtoplay loves the Ganny.
Howtoplay just faced against the Jaeger and the Ragdoll and came out victorious. You know, clearly, if you have enough control on your team, you can overcome it.
But once again, he stole a monster that is the base of the comp of TrueWhale, that is Artemiel.
Yeah.
He's playing very smart, taking one away. I don't know if Artemiel is as important
Pre-ban worthy? Is that what you're trying to weigh right
exactly,
now?
no.
Yeah, I don't necessarily.
No, I mean in the sense of, do I pick Artemiel or do I steal the Ragdoll? I feel that Ragdoll is extremely powerful because of the turn advantage it gives you. Artemiel is just like that control and that little by little damage.
The Holy Quadrinity, you know, he's got the bruiser, the strip, the stun, the heal. He's all in one package.
Everything in one, and we're gonna go in in game number 3.
Game number 3.
We're going to be the pre-bans. I hope to see that Hathor. Last round was Hathor on the side of TrueWhale and Ileana on the side of Howtoplay. We might see the Hathor switch sides right now, or does Howtoplay go back to what he did on round number 1?
Howtoplay has a little bit of flexibility here. TrueWhale, though, I don't know what I want TrueWhale to pre-ban.
Are we going to see a change on strategies? I would love to see
He needs to.
a Beast Rider coming in.
Oh, a Beast Rider would be awesome. Gianna is a pre-ban from
Maybe
TrueWhale.
a Barbara
Jaeger
to
from
ignore
Howtoplay.
that defense with the amount of buffs that Tyrannus brings on.
We haven't seen a Beast Rider in play yet, so I would love to see a Beast Rider by this point.
I'm expecting Hathor first pick for TrueWhale. Very dangerous monster. And 2 seconds, not even that, and he locks that down.
Breaking up the combo. This is similar to what we've been seeing so far.
Tyrannus.
Ganny Tyrannus, amazing. On the same side.
Can Howtoplay bring that segment or that Okeanos to reset these monsters, and both of them have elemental advantage against them? Fire monsters coming in, or is TrueWhale gonna wait for it, bring his double, not double because Jaeger was pre-banned, his Ragdoll and maybe Arda right here.
I liked what you said about the segment too. Seeing that, there it is! The segment.
It's like he's watching the stream.
Yeah, the segment.
Beautiful picks.
He
reset. Also gets that immunity to protect himself from Ganny. Now the Pater comes in and the Arda. Arda in. Can he bring a last pick that will be another immunity or maybe a Josephine, something else to deal with Hathor, or is he already thinking about banning her this time?
That
she's ban worthy.
Could he be signaling? He might be signaling a ban on Hathor so far, but we got to see because Ragdolls, all these monsters are threats.
You know what I would love? Oh my God, that's amazing. I wanted a Leica. That works. That works the same. Brings that second immunity, how we expected, and now the question is,
going to stay.
Hathor stays, probably the ban on the reset.
That's what I was going to say. Sekmet is probably out. Because he stands to lose way too much. If he loses Tyrannus or Pater from that, like that kid, that's a lot.
That's game.
And Ganny only has one ventilate at a time. Like he has to choose.
He only has the strip of Artaniel to work with that.
Oh, good point. He's lacking, he's sans most strips, you know? He's got one strip at a time.
Can this Miying take it late? Ban on the Artaniel and ban on the Fran. Very aggressive bans on both sides. I don't know if letting the segment in was
a
what
great
you
idea.
wanted to see.
Yeah, it's going to steal the bus, it's going to reset you, and it's got a low cooldown time. If we lock down the Ganny early, too,
I like how he's not afraid of the buffs, not afraid of Amelia, not afraid of all of that, because he knows that the segment, the more buffs you have, the faster she gets the cooldown back. Hathor with the first turn comes in, trying to sleep. One of the immunity options, or he's going to wait it out to let them put the immunity up. Yep, he does it again. He's going to wait for it, let the immunity come in, and then try to control them. Very smart play by TrueWhale. Now he has the chance for the reset, but then again, Ganny has the ventilate. So
he does have the ventilate, but he at least could get rid of the seal magic.
Resist!
Big resist, too.
Resist.
His Hathor is about to lose that sleep potential or the, increasing cool time on Sekmet, so she faces the whole cooldown time, which is not something you're used to seeing on that monster. She has so many ways to dodge it.
Now we see why the ban on Fran was extremely aggressive and good.
Now he's totally, TrueWhale is going to be empty soon. All his immunity is going away.
Big hit from the Pater. Now the Miying comes in, buffs his team, heals for everyone, the pony transforms, and the segment does not have the reset.
No reset on Sekmet. Remember, she's facing the full cooldown time, and a freeze isn't helping anybody. Amelia, nice freeze from that one, chipping away at her. She's suspiciously tanky, even in human form.
Yeah, good proc from another proc from Tyrannus side this time. Crits on the fire monster, almost take her to the grave.
Howtoplay, feeling great after an awesome series of procs right there. And he's got the chance to ventilate somebody if he wants to. Maybe ventilate the awesome Soul Protect is back up now.
And remember, like we said, now he only has one strip and the stun from the bear. He can go on top of that. You didn't need that freeze. Why did you do that?
No, you keep getting the freeze. You don't need the freeze, but you got it.
Here it comes. Ragdoll keeps hitting this Amelia that is extremely tanky with a defense buff.
The defense buff is just keeping all that damage away.
Oh my God, second crit from Tyrannus. For sure, this is above 85% crit rate. Now, the chance to strip the Amelia, take out their revive buff. Yes.
Nice.
Important proc, Evan, even though she doesn't have anything, she can have it in 2 turns now. Can she get that?
He'll take any proc at this point. Sekhmet has got more than 1 foot in the grave. She is knee deep in there. Amelia.
Missed the glancing. Missed the glancing. This Dragon Knight can take that Amelia down right now if he gets a proc. No proc.
No proc. Mi Ying could follow up with something cool. Hawthorne looking for an opportunity to use that 3rd skill, but it's not going to be here for a while as long as Amelia is still out.
And the thing is, even though Amelia used the cleanse, he still has the cleanse from the Pater.
He's got the
it's
cleanse.
Too much immunity.
And he's got the Soul Protect from Tyrannus, so when Amelia eventually dives, she's just going to come right back at 30%.
Yeah, I don't know if letting both immunities on was the best choice when you're playing with Hawthorne and with Mi Ying. I think he's banking everything on Mi Ying and Ragdoll soloing the other team.
Because he's got damage, no doubt, but is it enough to get through all these defense-based monsters with the buff? A freeze on Ragdoll is going to negate more of that damage coming out.
He needs a lot of procs to control this team and just kill them little by little. Here it comes, no proc from Ragdoll. The Mi Ying is gonna have it. You don't need to use the buff. You can just big hit on the Mi Ying. He comes back, no damage. These defense buffs, no strip, have been so
They have been so key, especially with a minimal amount of healing on the team. So it's like you need those defense buffs. That first kill on Amelia, but she'll be back eventually.
If she gets the freeze, this is gonna be huge. No freeze. Now, the Ragdoll comes in. Evan, he needs this torrent. He needs the proc on top of it because I don't think it's enough. Proc.
It's about
no
half.
proc.
It's half as much as what he needed. I don't even know if a first skill could have finished that up. But now she's in range. Mi Ying.
TrueWhale has used all his RNG on that Hawthorne. Mi Ying finishes it off.
And Tyrannus is
Revive.
right there.
Is the provoker working?
Can we see if the provokes are?
Oh, big time, baby.
Nice. Landed it. Very smart, Tyrannus, putting it on one of the damage monsters. This would have been the chance. This would have been the time.
If Genny wasn't on the other side.
If Genny wasn't on the other side, this would have been a great time to see that 3rd skill come out.
He goes for the Genny, very smart. Now he has a chance to burn that Amelia down if he gets a proc. I don't think it's enough with the defense buff. He goes for it. Goes for the Amelia. No death break. Oh my God. No death break.
He can't even land the defense break when he goes for it. TrueWhale needed that.
This Amelia is probably 100% rest. That's how you build her.
Yeah,
that's how you build her. Goes for the big hit, and the Panda's at 1 HP.
So close. He's gonna be able to. He's gonna finish that off, no doubt. I almost would have gone for the 2nd skill off of Mi Ying, but I don't know if it would have made that much of a difference. 15%.
The bear kills the panda. We're seeing animal cruelty right here.
This is a zoo. This is a zoo is what this is. Committing more than is necessary to kill the Mi Ying right there.
And the glancing doesn't even let Ragdoll finish it up, and with this, we see a huge turnaround. And once again, like we said, not banning one of the immunities kind of made it really hard to get the damage through.
Because the strat was on Hawthorne. Now not even Ragdoll's 2nd skill, Torrent, ignoring defense below 30%, can make it there because Ganny's always going to be there to seal magic on him.
And the question is, if you have immunity all the time, how is Mi Ying becoming viable? No death break into proc, no damage. Proc from Hawthorne doesn't do a lot. The question is, if you're playing against Tyrannus and you don't have enough damage to snipe, and it's a long game, it gets worse and worse. And when you have his brother by his side,
and you're getting weaker, Tyrannus is staying equally strong. That's
even stronger.
The defense buff, it's even stronger. Yeah.
Even stronger. HP goes down, defense hits harder. Is stunned. Oh, and a proc. Can he get this? Goes for the Tyrannus, but the proc over here.
Bringing back Amelia. You wanted more Amelia. He's got you on the Amelia. Howtoplay wants to make sure that she's here at the end of the game.
This is it. Ragdoll, everything in. Kill the Amelia again. No proc.
And Hawthorne needs to proc, and she doesn't. What a shame. Wild Blow committing everything to killing the Hawthorne right there. And this is looking like a wrap for Howtoplay.
She heals now. 10%, provoke on the Ragdoll, and this is game. TrueWhale must be thinking, how am I going to adapt to this? I can't let him have Ganny and Tyrannus again.
No, that combo is too strong. It keeps around anything you want. Ganny is the combo facilitator,
and
even
after
even in
at
2020.
The same time.
Huge hit from Tyrannus, almost about to lock out the game. Pater closes it out 2-1. Howtoplay is now at game point.
Oh my God, he's 1 game away. He started down, but he figured out how to deal with his extremely bruisery comp, and most incredibly with the Hathor.
Yeah, even with the Hathor, he managed to negate the Hathor's value the whole game. She was looking for the chance to do the skill 3, but it was never up because Ganny kept sealing magic. He's been the MVP for me today. I think Ganny's the MVP.
He has. He has been incredible.
Yeah.
I feel that the question is, if Ganny was there and there was only one immunity for Hathor, there's a lot of space. You sleep that immunity, you have free reign. Right?
Banning one of the immunities might have been a better option.
Yeah.
I think that was a good call.
And on his side, on Howtoplay side, banning the Fran just proved to be incredible. No immunity, less sustain, only the Miying heals coming in. That was a really great.
It was a great Howtoplay had more control over TrueWhale's turns than he basically dictated the flow of the match. You said something really apt. He likes to dictate the tempo that a game is played at. I thought that was very apt, and it can be applied here too. Like, he basically decided how we were going to play that, how we were going to navigate that.
And
field.
for people in chat that play RTA, we know we have a lot of great players in chat, but if you're a beginner or something else, sometimes the right ban is not the LDNet 5, is the LDNet 3.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
the immunity made everything function.
It would have been
team.
much more difficult in that place. We're going on to game number 4, and again, Howtoplay is at match point.
TrueWhale needs this one. We're going to see how it's going to come up to with, again, the pre-bans. Is he going to pre-ban the Hathor so Howtoplay doesn't have it, or is he going to risk it all and say, I think Howtoplay will pick the Ganny, and I'm going to risk getting the Hathor?
You got to choose one part of the combo to break up. I'd like the Ganymede at this point. I'm liking Ganny. Hathor is there's too much influence on your enemy.
It depends. The problem is that Howtoplay has the Gianna, so you don't want to leave the Gianna Hathor combo, right? And you don't have the Gianna to take it away, so he stays with the Hathor ban. Pre-ban on the Fran, guys. We have
the Legend Tournament.
Almost all LDNet 5s on this side. And we see a ban on Fran.
Ancient coin shop. 40 ancient coin.
Tyrannus. He can lock down the Ganny right now and take it away from him. But we haven't seen. Oh, it comes up. I like this.
That was a great call,
TrueWhale.
That was a great call. We talked about that. Ganymede is the enemy of Tyrannus just as much as he's his best friend.
But then again, Howtoplay can bring double immunity and make it really hard for Howtoplay to deal with it, which is what I'm expecting, or simply banning that.
Gianna coming out from Howtoplay right now, thinking about who else to pick. Love an immunity option would be great. Are we going to see Pater again? Are we going to see the brothers paired together?
The Arda.
Won't let TrueWhale have it.
It's a lot of damage. I think he's going on for a lot of control. Are we going to see the combo, the Ciara Gianna? We haven't seen it today yet. Or is he going to stay with something more conservative? If by any chance TrueWhale doesn't pick any Death Breakers right now, we might see Leona coming out.
Oh, that would be really fun to see.
Howtoplay has Leona, Tianlang, Yanhong, Akroma, and
there's so much more going on. Howtoplay has Yanhong as well.
Yeah.
I think we've seen Yanhong come out from him. Annabelle, there's the Annabelle that was banned earlier, pre-banned earlier.
Nefties, and no Ciara probably because he only has one strip. So Annabelle's really strong here. Maybe a less pick immunity for TrueWhale coming in to protect his Dragon Knights in case the Annabelle gets banned. Is he going to risk it? Oh, the Ciara.
The Ciara.
I've been asking for it. Thank you.
Thank you. It's funny that we're just seeing this now. This is a combo that you normally see.
He saved it.
Yeah.
He saved it. And finally, TrueWhale, you need immunity. Is Valajul amazing here? Yes, I think so. Is Amelia great? A little bit less because I would like to see more damage. If Valajul is here, Valajul can kill Ciara, can kill Tyrannus. And then you ban the Gianna, you take the odds, or is he going to go full YOLO? He knows that there's no immunity and bring a Belinus, an Asima, something like that. No
Ileana.
Okay.
It's playing a little bit safer. Howtoplay is really dialing in on that aggressive play style right now that he's known for. The Ciara Gianna combo is very threatening.
Yeah, I would have loved to see Asima.
And easy ban on Ileana. He has so much on his side that relies on landing those debuffs, landing bombs, etc. I think Howtoplay's got a very good-looking start in the pick ban phase.
I'm very afraid of that combo Gianna Ciara.
Yeah.
I never like to let them. I always split them. But now he banned the Nefties. Let's see how it's going to work out. Is this Annabelle 100% resist? If she is,
likely,
and she resists, she can win the match for him. If you have an occult girl at home, raise your hand in chat. First turn is Gianna, obviously.
Off will, too.
Yes, she doesn't want to get stunned, but she already gets bombed.
Increase attack bar, too. Look at that. She can cleanse if she wants to. I don't know
Yeah,
if
but
she
the
wants to.
Ciara's coming in, but she has to do
Goes
it.
for it.
The Ganny, right now, no reset target to do. He can just give it back, give her cooldown back. The bomb is going to come in. She'll probably detonate it because she knows.
If she doesn't detonate it now, it's never going to go off. It's gonna be
Resist?
erased.
No resist on the stun.
About 60% is going to come off of that health right now, considering the dot that's going to come later. Oh, a good strip from Artemio, lining everybody up for some damage later. Justiça!
The damage from Nice Portuguese,
Thank you.
from the Tyrannus, will come in, and the heal on Ciara. This is it. Can he try to provoke? Yes, sir. He has it. The provoke is coming in.
Good soul protect on that. That's
Only
it.
on one monster.
Only on
If the NFL procs, she procs.
Good
Ladies
proc.
and gentlemen, he can go for the safe play with a cleanse or go for the death break risky play.
Greed.
Yes! He goes for it, but gets stunned back. I do not like that play. I'm very scared. I'm a very scared
I
player.
know. I
You know.
love the greed. This is the kind of thing we got to see when you're trying to come back. Howtoplay's being aggressive. TrueWhale needs to match that, and I bet that's where his head was at right there.
Perfect reset on Tyrannus. He has to bank on that. There's no revive for him right now. He needs to hit hard. Life drain. That's on Vamp. Let's go.
Coming through the defense buff is such a difficult task. He's trying to get some damage in, but this is so tanky. He's net 0 right now. This is him at base. This is him at what he is.
Tries to keep going on the Annabelle. I don't think she's gonna survive. The bomb. If he puts it on, she can cleanse it. So he puts it on someone else. That's okay.
He's gonna force
gain
it.
attack bar, and probably Tyrannus will kill her. That's why he wanted the heal from Annabelle.
Nice. One hit from Tyrannus.
Oh, the
A
stun.
Close enough. Close enough.
She's dead. She's a dead girl, and that's gonna change the match completely. Everything is banking on these Dragon Knights. No cleanse
There's
right
no
now.
cleanse. Look at True. He's thinking about his options. He's thinking about the future, seeing what he can do. I don't think his Jaeger is going to be able to.
Oh, kills it. It's gonna be Ragdoll against 3, but the bombs from Ciara are here. He needs to glance Ciara and kill Ciara ASAP.
Looming
Yesterday.
overhead like a comet. Seeing if he can. He took out a monster on the way out, resetting the Jaeger. Only not a lot of options. I think the
If he
Jaeger's
doesn't
gonna
die,
peace out right now.
are these bombs gonna kill him? If it doesn't kill him, he has a chance to
Can
one
he
shot.
survive?
Nope.
2 bombs is a lot. That's
Very
hard to
risky
ask for.
play. Very risky. No glancing on Ciara right now. Bomb on the other Dragon Knight. This is about to seal it, boys and girls. This is an amazing bomb show.
Misses it. It's hard, but if he can survive that bomb
And not get stunned.
and not get stunned, he could torrent his way to victory. But that is a tough-looking bomb. We've seen that
Resets the
thing
Ciara. Very good choice. He needs to go for it. And then not die and
not
kill the
gonna-
Artemio.
And
no!
That's it. You hate to see. Ragdoll is out to the bomb. Howtoplay, looking at that 3rd point, looking to be our RTA Season 13 legend after this game. TrueWhale sitting with the Ganymede.
For the 2nd time after Season 10. 3 seasons later, Howtoplay is locking it down. Goes with a combo. Ciara, Gianna, the Annabelle almost had it, but that heal didn't come out in the clutch moment. And Howtoplay wins it all, Evan.
How to